had a dream that I was preaching the gospel to these people, this crowd of people, and for some reason I had to go do something, and then I was coming right back. And when I had to go do something, I prepared the gospel. So when I come back, the gospel would be ready for me to preach to them. And by preparing the gospel, I had some kind of, I don't know, it was like some wooden sticks that I had painted. It was just a series of them, and I had them in this wooden box that was open. And so anyway, I had prepared them by painting them. And anyway, when I was preparing them, I was really, really happy and excited because I said to myself, I can preach that Jesus is the Messiah and Jesus is God in two different ways. I said I can start from this side of the stick or the other side of the stick. And starting from one side of the stick meant starting from looking at the Old Testament scriptures about all the prophecies that the Messiah would have to fulfill and showing that the Messiah is God. So I said I can start from that. I can start from just looking at it that way and preaching Jesus. Or I can start from the other side of this wooden stick, which meant starting from looking at all the miracles Jesus did and his crucifixion, resurrection, all of that, and then go backwards into the Old Testament and how he was fulfilling scripture. So the first way was to look at it from the Old Testament and all the things that he would have to fulfill, and then going forward into the New Testament and seeing all the things that Jesus fulfilled. I said I can preach him that way. Or I can start from preaching him from the New Testament and going backwards and looking into the Old Testament. And I was real happy and smiley about that because I was really confident I could definitely show people that he is the Messiah. He is the true and the living God. And I also knew that I could include things that I have experienced in my own life, like my testimony prophetically and my encounters with God and things he's told me and things like that. I can include that. Wow. As I'm talking, I'm realizing that I believe this is confirmation for something that I'm working on. But anyway, the Lord has me very busy and I give God all the glory. I give God the glory. I thank God for this dream, and that's true for any minister. You can preach him from the Old Testament, or you can preach him from the New Testament and work your way to the Old Testament, or preach him from the Old Testament and work your way to the New Testament, and it will show that he is God and he is the Messiah. Also, I had a knowing that many people would believe if the gospel was preached to them correctly, people who have a chance at salvation. But I also had a knowing that some people would be very stubborn. Their hearts would be hardened no matter how you preach to them, and they wouldn't accept the gospel no matter what. And not only would they not accept the gospel, but they would be persecutors of those who proclaimed the gospel. I had a knowing of that. And that was the dream. God bless you all.